Well, good morning everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today along with all the other great contributions from NSS. The CLO response to the current situation has really been an office-wide team effort, I would say, with every single member of staff playing their part in extremely challenging circumstances to ensure that our service to the NHS has continued unabated really, and to a large extent under the radar, which is exactly how we like it. And that was recognised in our recent CLO survey results. When lockdown started, the majority of our staff were equipped to work remotely and basically just got on with it. This is a particular challenge for our litigation department, which used to be primarily paper-based, with the norm being in-person court appearances and consultations. Secretarial staff used to make up hard copies of legal documents which would be lodged in court by members of the Registry team. It's fair to say that life has been transformed. Legal files have become digital, naming conventions have been introduced, documents scanned, and a data sharing platform introduced. Solicitors have been involved in virtual court and tribunal hearings, and that's been a steep learning curve. The Registry team members have been recognised by their colleagues as heroes at this time, under the excellent leadership of Ramage. The primary goal being to support all CLO colleagues working from home by scanning documentation and enabling essential material to be delivered as needed. Their self-sacrificing spirit and that of those managing reception has been recognised by all. Recognising the work of the CLO mental health group have come in. Sam Wilson and her team have enthusiastically steered us through the course of the pandemic. This was already up and running before lockdown, but has done sterling work, setting up support meetings for all staff feeling isolated and contributing to the weekly CLO newsletter. The Commercial Property and Employment team have been involved in supporting the setting up and staffing of the Louisa Jordan Hospital and other COVID centres, and that's been a huge amount of work in challenging timescales, but essential to the project. Eileen Hallett has been recognised by her peers for her contribution to business as usual by her cheerful and helpful support of the Canora scheme. Lois Bourletsika and her team have been recognised for their tireless efforts as well to ensure that Anderson House is a safe place to work. Hannah El Halou has been based in Anderson House throughout. Colleagues have commented on his awe-inspiring sense of calm, his willingness to help at all times. He always goes the extra mile. Early in lockdown, he seized the initiative and constructed a barrier at reception to protect staff, which was creative and cost-effective in saving CLO hundreds of pounds. It cost nothing. Commercial Contracts Department has responded to significant questions on procurement and data protection, a notable example being the work on the Trace and Protect app. Finally, we don't want to forget the self-sacrificing spirit of staff. For example, like Nicole Miller and Leanne Ward, who are active members of their community council. They created two groups of volunteers with the main objective of supporting people in the community. These are just a few examples of the excellent work that's been going on in CLO, and I think it's wonderful that we can recognise and celebrate that today.